2 more minutes, you would have to be counting all those grains of sand manually, and you'll have to give me a report by tomorrow.
There we go.
The entire desert.
My camera is on.
Noted.
That is good. Good. All right. Now I will go and get our dear tank driver, and I will let them know something.
Whoa, whoa.
I think the driver's having a bad day.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not that bothers. It's not that bothersome me.
That's the damn diesel turbine engines.
I hear the sensitive.
And they're loud and kick up dust and it gets in your face. Like a face mask would help with.
Reminds me of someone else I know.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Who's that?
W is both at the
Well, you know, they
time,
might be
and
standing
E
over
is the
there.
tank. If you only press D, it will
Oh, you mean Sergeant?
Didn't say it out loud.
So
Now you're just ratting me out.
I mean, you are late for an R4H.
Just group up and pay attention, focus. So what I'm going to teach you today in this training, right? Because I see so many times during our operations where we are outgunned and where we forget what to do when we're outgunned. Does that mean that it's a suicide mission? I hope not, okay? I'm not asking you to fight with weapons you do not have, okay? But you still need to be useful to the others, right? You still need to be a key asset on the battlefield. Okay. So today, what we're going to be practicing is what to do in those situations where you are lost, where you have no armament. Lost, not necessarily, okay? I just mean that you do not have the clear means to get your objective done. I'm going to ask you a question, right? Me and my comrade here, we are a fire team or in a bigger squad, and we have lost our other fire team, which means that we are now only the 5 of us, and we need to go and get to a compound, attack it. What do we do in this case?
Are they just all dead?
Yes, KIA, MIA, whatever. We have lost contact to them, we do not know where they are, and we still need to attack a compound.
I think it's time to start thinking about retreating.
Okay, that's one answer. Someone else, something to add, something to say? Come on, get those gray matters working. I don't need stupid soldiers. Come on. Okay, I guess they are now paid to think. All right, well, yes, retreating. Now, that is a large term, okay? There's always going back at base. There's always, getting on your 2 little legs and booking it the fuck out of there. That is one option. The second is to assess, right? The first thing, assess the situation. How MIA are my comrades? Is there some saving to do, whatever, whatnot? If it's just loss of contact, which can come up in the battlefield, you're calling to Bravo 1 when you're Bravo 2, and you're like, Bravo 1, do you copy? You do the 3 regulamentary calls, right? They don't answer in the span of 5 minutes. So you're like, okay, they're either engaged or they've lost radio communication. They're considered MIA, not KA, MIA. So you can, on your own accord, make sure that they're good. Usually if you're a squad, that won't be very far away. So that's the first thing you do, assess, all right? That means that you do that also, right? You don't wait for your fire team leader to be like, okay guys, we're gonna start assessing. No, you use the little brain in your noggin and you start using those little peepers you got in your skull, and you look and you register information, right? And if you have something interesting to say it as soon as possible, right? If you're not in a gunfight, you're like, okay, last sighted position there of our allied troops, enemy position, potential position in this direction at this distance because fire came from that distance, okay? The first thing you have to do when you're not able to fight is, after assessing, I want the second one.
Make a decision?
No, that is not something you do when you're in a combat zone. Making a decision, that's like everything you do, but what decision? You don't just make a decision, you make a certain decision. What is the certain decision? Come on. I'm in a firefight, or I'm in a danger zone.
The direct question again.
What do I do after assessing. I'm like, okay, this is our current situation.
action.
We don't know. Okay, action. What kind of action? What is the smart thing to do? We're not able to fight, or we're outgunned. What's the first thing I do?
Retreat.
Unable to fight
How
and
do I do
outgunned.
that?
Yeah, retreating.
Well,
How do I do that?
You can peel, you can bound
Okay.
backwards. There are various combat maneuvers for that.
That's what I want to hear, because it's simple to say, okay, let's do action,
Pop
but there's always a moment where disengage. That's the word I was looking for. But yes, that includes every single action. You disengage. Your goal, right, when you're assessing, when you're like, okay, fuck, this is our current state. We need to disengage because the decision we're going to make, right, you were talking about decision, is definitely not a decision that's like, okay, guys, keep pushing. No, you need to sometimes disengage, make sure the enemy doesn't know where you are so that you gain the upper hand again or control in this panicked environment, okay? And then you can start making a decision on what's coming up next. Do we go back to base? Do we wait for reinforcement? Do we call a medevac because we, for some reason, whatever? Do we try and get the info on our MIA team, etc., etc., okay? That's what I want to teach you guys. I want to teach you guys to not overreact, not immediately go into the fight, not immediately be aggressive, but immediately know at least, okay, this is where we're at. We are not able to fight. We need to disengage, okay? This is what we'll be practicing today, okay? Now, we'll be finding many scenarios where you have different things to do after disengaging, don't worry. So we'll start with a very simple one, okay? I'll be playing your squad lead on this one, and we will be just doing a classic disengage, okay? Classic, we arrive at the point, we assess that we're unable to fight, and thus we will have to practice our delay action or retreat or whatever, blah, 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 okay? All right, is everybody ready? I want weapons loaded. I want helmets on. I want boots laced, and I want smoke grenades. You have all 2 of them. If you miss anything, there are boxes over there. So go and get that ready. Is that all?
I have a thing. I always come prepared.
That is good. That is good.
Smokes.
The wrong one.
What are you looking for? Smoke.
New one. The new one.
Oh, right.
Just
Which
put that.
favorited it somewhere.
There you go. Okay, I got this.
Reasons?
I got that.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Sergeant, can you help me out here?
Yes.
I think you know what I want.
Oh, you want the new one? Which one?
I mean, fucking, like, obviously I want the MG3, but I think you're gonna give me a G36 either way.
Who said you couldn't be
Sounds
MG3?
about right.
Sick.
We now have all of them, so like, don't forget to swap the camo to Wüstentan.
Right.
That really is cool.
Plenty.
Oh fuck. Apologies. Oh, and don't touch the smoke color change.
Look, I said I don't. I said I don't like American equipment, but I didn't say I don't have respect for their equipment.
General, you can be of help. Be with us, right?
Right.
Because you'll be with us.
I respect it's a
in
good
the
tank.
team, okay.
I prefer the leopard.
It's very dangerous,
Later on.
Yeah,
you'll
I'm
be
Yeah, me too.
always scared of the leopard.
useful.
but I fucking hate it. But I respect it. I love the leopard.
Alright, is that all good?
I respect it because it's Abrams has a 50 cal, it has 240s, it's a very mean
buddy.
beast, heavily armored.
Yeah, everybody, the Ice Jackson and Gwemlin are recording. If you have any issue, nobody
Yeah,
has an
worries.
issue. Good, we're good to go. Okay. Yeah, nobody. I mean, the only person who had an issue with it was procedural requirements allow me not to say anything further. Okay, so squad, we'll be moving out. Okay, we'll be just doing the classic, we're running through the desert type shit. And then once we arrive at the compound, we'll obviously be undernumbered to take that compound on our own, and then we'll start to, you know, I'll say some snap things, right? If I say snap, this happens, you will have to react, and according to that, we will have to make decisions, okay? Or I will have to make decisions and you'll have to act on it. You'll have to be ready, okay? Because I'll grab you by the balls, okay? That is a manner of speech. I will not actually do it unless you disobey. All right, let's get to the entrance. Come on, go.
Understood.
Okay, you know how it is. Weapons to the ready, you know, ready to fire. If you want your safety on and off, that's up to you. All right. So, for my thing, I'll want Mita. You'll be point. You'll be number 1. I'll be 2. You'll be 3. You'll be 4. General, you'll be 5. I want you to be a rear guard for this one.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're moving out. Staggered column, very simple down the road. You know, double march, go. Remember your number, that is what I'll call you by now. Okay, keep your spacing up. Don't make the work for the MG gunner easy. The enemy and enemy MG gunner.
I would be worried if you said friendly.
Yeah, their work needs to be easy, but they get gunned down, then Alright, let's move to the rock formation to the right.
Copy.
This one or this one?
This one. Front.
Copy.
To our 1 o'clock. Keep a 3 to 5 meters distance with your comrades. Not be too close. Okay, I want the info, communication. There's a tower. To our 11 to 9 o'clock. The wreckage. 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Fireball. Looks like a little couple buildings over there.
Okay.
Couple buildings. Possible contact in front of the buildings. Hard
Alright,
to tell at
Snap,
this
we're receiving
distance.
fire from that burning vehicle.
Fire,
Everybody,
fire,
to
10
cover, come
o'clock.
on. Go, return fire. Watch out about crossfire, watch out for crossfire. Those who shoot don't move, those who move don't shoot. Alright, Cigarette, everybody here. Okay,
good.
I have no answer from the other team. Alright, smoke grenade, front. Immediately. The closest person who can do it.
1 second, 1 second.
Blah blah, radioing on. That is my goal. I would be radioing in the position right now.
Mine's broken. Hold on a second. Mine just got glitched for a second. Turn
No
that off.
problem.
Okay. Just
Delicious.
stay to man for 2 seconds, and I let go of it.
Okay. All right. In this
Smoke it out.
case,
Um,
okay, let's freeze the exercise here.
It's
Okay,
smoke
so
there.
where are we? That is where the
Behind a
exercise
rock.
says. Okay,
rock
what
taking
are we
fire on
under?
smoke
Behind
screen.
a rock.
Okay, so we just put a smoke screen down. Okay. Why did we put the smoke screen down?
So
cover
that we
for
can disengage.
Yeah. Where is the best position to disengage?
I would
Straight back from the
say
enemy,
over
so
their
5
direction.
o'clock.
Okay, do you think that that is suicide, running in the desert like this with enemy fire that is very obviously able to hit us from here?
True, but if we also
Yes.
went that direction.
Okay. What do we do in this situation?
well,
What
they would be
what is your
spraying down
job
the
as
smoke
heal?
screen blindly to hit anybody inside of it.
Good. Okay, so what is your job? as
So I
point.
think I'd say we should probably try to flank around this side of the rock where they're not gonna see
No,
us.
I'm
So
not
not
saying
we're gonna move
we.
over
I'm
there.
saying you. I'm not speaking French. I'm saying you. You. What are you doing? And what position are you, frontman? This is a squad exercise, you know. So we're working as a squad. What is your job now that we've put down the smoke screen?
Put on the smoke screen. I am moving. I am like we're not staying here.
Okay.
I'm,
and what
like,
if I
like,
didn't
like,
give
like,
the
like,
order to
what were we
move?
doing?
What if I'm just saying secure perimeter? What is your position? What is your job?
Well, the smoke screen being on this side, I would take a position and cover, and we
Do it. Show me.
I mean, with the smoke screen over there, it's no point in putting and facing a smoke screen with a position. Is there?
Okay, but what if the enemy wanted to push? What would you be doing?
fair. Then I'll be covering
Yes.
this.
What would you be doing, MG Gunner? Show me your position.
Well, that would probably be supporting the point man in this case, since I'm like second. So.
Okay, why so far off the rock? Because I know
So that I don't shoot them in the groin.
Yeah, but I mean, you can position yourself. Either they can position themselves right behind you, or you can position yourself right next to them. Why so far off the rock? You're not benefiting from the cover. Okay, you. Where are you watching? What direction? If those two are watching in this direction.
I'm looking
There's
at
no real
the
line of
hill.
fire over here that they push us.
Over there?
This is
No,
why so far
behind
off
us.
the rock.
Wonderful. Where would you be positioned?
Because
Right here.
That's in the way.
Okay, great. All right, lads, just look around you. This is what it should look like the moment we put down the smoke screen. If I say I'm putting down a smoke screen, I'm saying secure perimeter. This is how our shot should look like, with me obviously being in the middle and radioing it in. Okay, the next step, what we're going to practice is that an airstrike is being called currently on the position, because otherwise we're stuck, okay? In this situation, as infantry, if we are receiving fire from a position that is unknown to us, only another squad could get us out of this hellfire. Our only goal would be to hold this rock and make sure we don't get pushed to heaven's hell. Is that clear?
Understood.
I'm sorry.
Clear.
I'm sorry I can't show that to you with another squad, but imagine that we're getting pushed as of now. So our goal is to pretend that we are actually, able to fight, but, do so in a defensive way. So if there is an if there is a airstrike going on, I will call a delayed fighting, or I'll call it peel back. Does anybody know what peeling back means? This one, we don't use cover, but we still move. Okay, so if I say we peel back, nobody will have questions on the execution. Good.
I won't have questions.
I
Nobody
probably
other-
would. I'm not.
Good. Ask them now. This is a training. If you ask them now, then you won't have to ask them later.
I don't want to assume
Alright.
what it is and then get it wrong.
Everybody, eyes on me and the MG Gunner. So,
Eyes
the
on.
MG Gunner is currently just moving, right? They're watching their angle. Just pretend you're watching your angle. I want to do, and I'm going to say, all right, we're going to start peeling left MG Gunner. So they're going to understand. Okay, they're going to start peeling on my left. I'm going to say I'm moving. So if I say I'm moving, I'll start moving, and I'll start giving fire. There'll be a smoke here. We'll do that when we get to the exercise. When I say fire, okay. When I say I'm set, then we will start moving backwards and to my left. Come on, do it. Start peeling. Then they'll do the same thing, and so on and so on. I move to their left. And once they're set, we keep moving, and we keep it fast like this. And if possible, we lay down as much smoke as possible. Alright, everybody go back to the rock. We'll do it in practice.
You just like leapfrogging.
Exactly like leapfrog. You understood it. The thing is, the difference with bounding is that there's no use of cover. And it's a backwards motion instead of a forwards motion. You can still do bounding, but, peeling is more without cover. You wouldn't have any cover. All right, so we're going to practice this. I'm going to toss a grenade, right? Once I toss the smoke grenade and it goes off, then we will start peeling. The pointman will be the first to move. MG gunner will be the first to cover. Okay, I'm gonna smoke out.
I'm also returning fire as well, or just.
All right, peeling. Go. All right, first man set. I'm moving.
Moving.
Alright, keep it moving. Come on, Fleming, let's go. Moving. We don't need everybody to be shooting at the same time, as long as we have one. Loading. You're gonna peel.
Can't do fucking shite over this thing.
Let's go.
Moving.
Moving.
Smoke out.
Good job. Alright, let's stop it here. You got the gist. My order is to you is secure perimeter. We don't have any cover, so how do you do?
I can use the foliage, but it's not really cover, it's just concealment.
Good. Finding someone who knows the difference between the two. Alright, how are you doing so high? Your position should be prone. Because prone is the best way not to get shot. And the best way to do so is to also cover an angle your allies don't cover, so that we have a 360. That looks decent enough. Alright, everybody, with me. So you got the basic gist of what it is to be underwhelmed. Okay, if you're underwhelmed, it's not gonna match. Your combat effectiveness is not gonna be a part to what you need to do. So in this case, right? Turn off that smoke if you can. In this case, what we will do is once we've pulled back, okay, from this right here, we'll try and find a position where we're still useful on the battlefield. How would we do so, right? We're not enough effective. I have called in on the radio and airstrike to cover our fallback. We're currently falling back. We have successfully done so to whatever the next cover. This is obviously not the ideal infantry engagement distance. I'm just using this. We would not engage as infantry in this wide desert for that very simple reason that this is such an open field, but let's pretend. What would be our next use on the battlefield? I see that being so undersighted.
Call in Cassivac and settle down, defend an area.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Does anybody have anything to add? Suggestions? Maybe a way to reformulate? Come on, I need as much input as possible. Damn. Didn't know we were paired with tombstones.
I know, right?
Alright.
Come on, I can't just answer every question. You're gonna make me look like a teacher's pet.
Well, if I knew the answer, I would speak up.
Alright, yeah,
Then
well, trying doesn't hurt.
Don't wait
in
until
this
you know the
environment.
answer to speak up.
Yeah.
That'll get you ahead in life, trust me.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this. Watching, that's a very good sign. We are already on the battlefield, okay? Leaving the battlefield costs us money, okay? Imagine it. It costs us something. Leaving the battlefield costs us something. So what can we do while we're here on the battlefield, okay? Well, we can still be the eyes, so we still need to communicate. And also, as a squad, you need to be my eyes. Okay, I'm just one person. So right now, right, we're in a training, so you're all watching me, but in the field, I don't want none of that, okay? If you're looking at me, then you're doing something wrong. You need to be looking at what's out there, okay? And you need to report it to me, and if we get an opportunity to get reinforced or moved or helped, or we get another shot at, getting inserted, getting whatever, being on the battlefield is where we shine, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to base now. Going to refill on smokes, going to refill on everything. And then we're going to do a exercise with injured people. How do we deal with having injured in our team? Because I also see many people just lose their cool and immediately stop thinking rationally when they do that. It's normal. This is panic. So we'll find a way to do it. Everybody just hit the magic fast travel button. Favorite activities?
Yeah. Oh, it does. I'm glad we put our masks on.
Yep. Give me a second. Okay. So make sure everybody's got their weapons secured, recharged. If you need grenades, in that box over here. Which is what I'm gonna do because I spent my 2 grenades.
Let me grab one.
There we go. So
My first one was defective.
we're gonna dry practice it here. I want you all in a formation to defend the entrance of the base. Okay, we are just defending the enemy coming from the entrance of the base. I just want you to set yourself up.
They're coming through it or they're approaching it?
They're coming. They're approaching it. Okay, come on.
Approaching doesn't know I'm not there yet. Okay.
Yeah. I like it when my people are from that direction. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hear you now.
No, not you. There. Can you hear me from over there? Hello. I don't think they can. That's the problem. Okay.
I can hear you. I'm covering corners. We cover both sides and get visibility.
Oh, I didn't hear your answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I
no.
was covering that side. We cover this side.
Okay.
Someone's
So
flanking around.
the first thing I'm going to teach you is being in speaking distance is useful for a fire team, okay? In this ideal scenario, we would be 2 fire teams defending each side because then we don't have to think about speaking to each other. VR chat works in mysterious ways, so we have to stick close to each other, okay? I can't just yell at you and expecting Echo to just carry my voice and your answer, okay? So let's pretend that we're defending this door, okay? The ideal formation would be the MG gunner in front, and then like the pointman, you're either on their left side. See, that's too far away. Your way to extend it, best way to defend from there would be to just be right here, right? So that the MG gunner has the thing, but you're also defending the left side of the MG gunner. Do you see that?
Yes.
And of course, you'll be able to left-hand your weapon with the next patch, but hey, pretend like you can, so when you can actually do that. Well, you can also do it. There's also left-hand mode on this one, so you could also left-hand the MG3.
Left-handed. Let's swap.
All right. So,
That's better.
we are, watching the rest of the other. We're watching the other entrance. We're keeping an eye out for everything that's not the front. Okay. Let's say that the MG gunner boom is injured. MG gunner injured. What's your first reflex, pointman? Well,
Continue
you
to
would
return
fall.
fire.
You would fall like where I'm standing right here, MG gunner. You would fall right here because
Oh,
it's really important.
Continue fire, because if I stop firing, I am also sitting duck as well.
Wonderful. What do you do, rear guard?
I'll probably call
Rear
the rear
guard.
guard to pick him up and move him.
Rear guard. What are you doing?
I'm going to.
What are you doing? MG gunner's injured. You just heard them getting injured. They're yelling in pain. Do it.
First, I'm going
Okay,
to put
go
them
here.
over to safety over. I'm going to put you over to safety
Okay.
over. And then I'm going to
Great job. My goal would be to take over the MG gunner's position.
Reloading.
I'm going to put something on you so that we can stop the
Enjoy
bleeding.
these massive daggers.
I'm right in the fucking arm, man. How am I gonna shoot this thing without my arm, man?
So, are we able to fight
You
right
will be
now?
fine,
Is my
don't worry.
question to you guys.
Not directly. We're just trying
Pause.
to suppress to get the injured out.
Great. What is our next goal? What is your goal first? Start first. What is your goal?
My goal is first to like make sure that they live. So since I'm a combat medic, to say it like that. So yeah.
So stabilize them. Great.
Yeah.
You are the stabilizer. You're not the doctor. You're not here to heal them. You're here to make sure they don't die. Great. What's our next goal then? Are we able to fight? Yes, injured.
Get the MG gunner back up, or take their gun if they're not able to.
Okay, that is if you want to die. Do you want to die?
A little.
Okay. So if you don't want to die, okay. God fucking damn it. If you don't want to die, right? This person here and myself are gonna still keep firing while either you call on the radio, we need med evac, or we need to be swapped out. We need a fire team to take our job, okay? If we are way too far away for a fire team to take our job, which can happen, hey, then what we do is focus on getting our ass out of here. All right, we are out of combat. We are out of combat effectiveness. One man down on a fire team, that is a lot. We can still hold our ground, however. So when we're in defense, we have that advantage. Where we in attack right now, that is the moment where we would look at our evacuation, disengaging. How do you disengage with an injured? Did someone explain that to me?
Well, you probably want to like suppress and move.
Suppress and move. How do you move? They can't move. They're injured.
Carry
You
them.
have to, have to
Either
carry
do
them.
a one-person lift or a two-person lift, most likely.
Great.
I mean, you're trained for both.
You say carry them.
Yeah,
How do you do that?
I would basically just grab them over over my shoulders and just go with them, you know. Personally.
Okay.
Well, like
They're
you
too heavy
cover,
for you. You're
I move
unable
over
to
there.
move. How would you do that?
That
'Cause you keep suppressing. You're doing a good job. You keep suppressing. Don't do it, of course.
in
but
that
pretend
that case, I will like check if they can walk by themselves. If so, I will help them over. It's like that's what I can.
Good. First thing you check, can they walk? Great
Yeah.
job. If they're injured to the right arm, which in this case was the case,
Shot in the arm.
they can walk. They are tourniqueted, so they should be able to have enough blood pressure to walk as long as you support them. Do you support them on the right side or on the left side?
I would support them on the left one, obviously, not the right.
Wonderful. Okay. So then we start going in a formation where I become the rear guard, you become the point, and we do delay action. Same thing, except it's the two of us, and we have to stay a lot longer suppressing these two because they can't suppress, okay? So we won't do it. We won't practice it because there is no purpose in practicing that again, okay, that delay action. Once you guys are into safety, we'll do the whole treatment, we'll do the whole thing, and maybe we'll get back into combat with reinforcements or without. But the main point I want you guys to understand from this is, we went over it. What is the main point? When one person gets injured in a fire team, we
We don't
combat ineffective and need to get out of there.
Great, that's one good point. And the second one is?
We don't stop for them. We keep doing something. We don't just stand there.
Yeah, great. Those
Take
are
action.
the two main important things. If you're valid, you keep everybody else from getting injured. If you're injured, you focus on getting stabilized. If you cannot stabilize yourself, someone else will do it for you. That is the main part, right? If we can push forward, then we do not get pushed backwards, okay? That is the main goal of this training, to understand what a last stand means. Last stand is not killing yourself, it's making sure that the enemy does not kill you when you're unable to kill them. Okay, it's the defensive position. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna separate, right? And we're gonna practice relying on others, doing a talking, quote unquote. How do I coordinate with a squad that I have communication with, of course, but I need them to do something at a specific time. We're gonna separate in groups of two. You will be with Isaacson. I will be with, never mind. You will be with Gwemlin, Isaacson will be with me. All right, we're gonna pretend like we're two fully fledged fire teams, and we're gonna go from each different sides of the road, okay? And the only thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna try and focus on keeping the road unblocked. For that, everybody tune their radio to Blue 4.
Am I still injured, or am I good?
No, you're not anymore. That was just a snap to. Yes, of course. You're welcome. And I guess they actually are injured. Wonderful to know. Wonderful to know. Wonderful to know. All right, once everybody is tuned on the blue for frequency, actually,
All right, I'm back.
You two look beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, yeah. Great. So, we are gonna give ourselves code names. Very simple, because we wear the white. Let's say we wear the white tape, because we need to start getting used to that. Oh, hello there. You are back, sir. Make sure that you go back in so that we can continue the training. Just pretend that you were always here. Also, Joan Blue for frequency, so we can be on radio. Actually, that's really useful. Could you jump in the tank and drive when I give you the signal on the road? Okay. All right, so let's say that we are whiskey team. Okay, we're wearing a white little tape on our stuff, and we're whiskey team. So we're whiskey 1-1, and we're whiskey 1, where you're whiskey 2. Okay,
Raj.
I'm whiskey actual, and you, the co-lead, you're whiskey 1-2. You're whiskey 2-2 actually.
2-2.
Fuck. Wait, actually, let me think.
Two actual,
let me
one
think
actual.
of a more. Let me
No,
think of a
it's-
more efficient way of doing that.
Well,
I'm whiskey Sierra, and you're whiskey Foxtrot. That's fucking easier. Squad lead,
Right.
fire team lead. All right. Whiskey 1, whiskey 2, whiskey Sierra, whiskey Foxtrot. Really easy. So that way I can talk to a group and I can talk to people. Drill that in your heads. We're white, so we're whiskey. Okay. So wonderful. Just drive straight until the burning car, and once you're at the burning car, you turn around, and while I'll tell you to drive towards us, you'll be able to drive towards us.
I do not like the sound of this.
No, efficiently.
That's like a 67-ton Urian depleted, heavy armored American tank.
At least it looks the part.
We
That's
got
all I
this,
need
go
you to do.
Bears.
Okay. So, my team will set up on the right side on the rock we were previously. Your team will set up if you come over here. You see straight where my finger's pointing? That rock, right there.
That rock.
Copy.
Way the fuck
That's
out
where you're
there.
gonna be?
All right.
Or us?
Yes, way the fuck out there.
Well,
You
we're
set
gonna be
up
out
there. Whiskey 2, you set up out there. Whiskey 1, we're going out. When
is
you're in
it?
position, you're gonna give me a. You're gonna give me a check. We're out. Let's go.
Alright, 1 or 2. Okay.
On your
All right.
command.
Your
course.
point
I'm
one,
ready.
we're just gonna do a column. So you walk first to that rock, you keep running, and we'll meet there.
Take point. I got a.
We are going to the rock over there, right?
Alright,
Yes.
right now. Okay.
Yes,
Copy.
there's only one, so can't miss it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to
We're
move.
moving.
Alright.
Get going.
Great.
Whiskey Sierra. This is Whiskey Foxtrot. We are set over.
Sierra.
I can't wait to our guns get actual safety on them.
Eternal, I saw the tank turn around. Are you fine?
This tank is just buggy as hell, man.
Okay, just switch into an avatar instead, and we'll call it a day. Whatever vehicle, as long as it's a vehicle, it'll be fine. And you can drive down from that fiery road over there onto the base. All right, back in roleplay. Whiskey Sierra to Whiskey Foxtrot. We're set. Over.
Whiskey Foxtrot.
All right, this is Whiskey Sierra to Old Whiskey. I'm just going to explain quickly. So currently, we are in a somewhat staggered defense scenario where two fire teams, one would be ahead of the other and the other one would be at the back. That is one of the best defensive positions because that gives us eyes front on anything that is ahead of the road, and it also gives us a direct team that a bit behind us could react to any fast-moving team. Okay. It will also give the base enough time to react should anything happen because we are out there. That's our goal. Okay. So, right now, the best scenario would just be to defend, right? So, do we have any AT? Everybody can answer.
Negative.
Nope.
No. Okay. So, what should we do should a vehicle appear on the road?
Call it in and hunker down and hope that we have air support or something.
Okay, that is really good. Is that the only thing we can do?
We can throw
Well, I mean,
smoke.
there's also
smoke to get the
artillery,
fuck out of there?
mortars, a bunch of other shits, and we can also sort of, to a certain extent, harass it.
Okay,
They're
so
dangerous.
guerrilla warfare. But yes, they're dangerous. So if you can't stay hidden, so that's going to be your goal. Your goal is going to be to call it in, but also stay hidden because we don't want to harass the vehicle that can shoot at us and turn us into mist. So what you're going to have to do, your job is going to be to react to the vehicle coming down the road. All right? I'll make sure to do the appropriate radio calls. You too. If the vehicle comes up to you, you see it, you call it in. If you don't see it, you don't call anything in. If you're moving, retreating, you call it in. If you're staying in position, you don't call it, okay? Is that clear?
Lima Charlie.
All right, Eternal, you're free to roll down the road. Everybody keep their eyes peeled. Over. All right, so I'd be watching your back, right? So don't
Yep.
expect me to be watching front. You'd have to do that.
Copy, I'm watching.
All right, give me a quick second. Yep, that is clear and done.
Enemy vehicle coming in front of the right side by the road.
Good copy. This is Whiskey Sierra to all Whiskey Frequency. Enemy armored, advancing on our road towards airbase. Over.
Good copy, Whiskey Sierra.
It's an MBT.
Whiskey Sierra to JTAC. MBT spot on the road. Tossing red smoke to indicate position. Whiskey Sierra calling in airstrike, danger close, over. Whiskey Sierra to Whiskey, do you copy, over?
Good copy, Whiskey Sierra. Whiskey Foxtrot out.
Whiskey Sierra, we are staying hidden, moving out of position. Once you see, keep your eyes on the tank and evacuate back to base, airstrike incoming, over. All right, let's move back.
Raj, keeping our eyes peeled for the tank. Over.
Good call. Okay. All right, so we should have. We made one mistake here, you see. We stayed in vision of the tank, so should the tank actually have a crew that's manning it, right, they would have just been
Whiskey
able to
Sierra,
turn
this is Whiskey
360 and see it.
Foxtrot. We have
Yeah.
the tank in our view. Over. Whiskey Sierra, at this time I don't think it's safe to move back to the base. Over.
We're dead. Okay, so we don't answer. Let's see how they react to us being dead. Pull back my stand. Put my G36 nicely back, because we're not doing shit. God, I love the physics.
Whiskey Sierra,
This-
we confirm destruction of tank. Over.
This is a DM call. It has been taken down by a rocket fired by helicopter. Over. Just to thing. Okay, we're dead. We're DEAD, so we are not here. Let's see how they react. Should they take the initiative? Should they push back? Or are they just gonna watch?
I can't wait till
'Cause
our rifle gets safety on them. Like the-
What, you mean you would like to be able to hold it? Press the trigger without anything happening?
Yep.
Imagine. That is crazy. We're gonna wait a long time for them to check in. They
Yep.
communicated the death of the tank, but it's been 2 minutes and I haven't heard anything from them. They haven't heard anything from us. We got eliminated by like either the tank or got eliminated by someone else. So they don't know currently where we are. They don't know what we're doing, and that is a great thing.
Sad times.
It sure is. It sure is. You don't say. You don't say. All right, everybody, index, regroup at the base. That was something.
I think she chose to run all the way back.
That's today.
Nope. Mm-hmm. So I have a question to ask you. Did you receive any report from us after we said we were moving out of position?
I believe you responded when we said that we saw the tank, and that was the last time.
No, I was a DM call. Okay, maybe it was confusing, but we did not answer after that. We were KIA.
Gotcha.
So that's why you. Okay, note to self: do not use this map. Okay, so yeah, when you have no orders from your SL in a long while, right? You saw the tank getting obliterated. You call it in. Tank obliterated. You didn't get any copy from me. You didn't get any answer. You didn't get anything. You should have been like, yeah, okay. So what do we do now? You said we can't retreat back to base, and you just waited. See, that's the thing, right? You saw the tank getting destroyed. There's probably more coming down the line, whether it's infantry. You need to get the info from the forward team. We're the forward team. So if you don't hear anything from us, that's bad sign. That means that there's more shit coming down the line. And that's where you should start thinking, okay, do we stay here? What I would have wanted to hear is HQ, do we have any info? JTAG, do we have any info? Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that is the end of the training, because that's how far I can take you guys. I will call... General, can you make your way back here, please? We are done with the exercise. Thank you very much. So, for the question, do you have any questions on what I showed you today?
No.
No questions here, Sergeant.
So would you be able to, if your squad leader died, to at least take the reign of your squad and call them back to action?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Affirmative.
I'm going to test that now individually. Okay? You first. You just attacked a building. You now know that your team is the last one standing. Your fire team leader died. What do?
I would.
What's the first thing you do?
I would assess the situation to see how many wounded we have, that sort of stuff, and I would call evac and get the hell out of there. That's what I would do.
Okay, how would you do it? Who would you contact first?
First, I would.
You're on a frequency. You don't know what to do. What?
Well, first I would contact like the HQ. It's a little bit.
No, I'm wrong. You're a fire team. Who do you contact first?
Fire team. I'll contact the squad leader first in that case.
Okay, squad leader doesn't answer. Who do you contact next?
In that case, I contacted the next in rank, technically. If that makes sense.
Who's that?
Well, in
Who's
that,
that?
well, in that case, it will be well, either you or the general in that case.
The platoon lead. Yes, wonderful.
Yeah,
That
platoon,
is
yeah.
great. Because, when there's multiple squad, there's a platoon. If there's no platoon lead, of course, then you can start calling to the next of rank. Okay. If you are the highest rank, which you are, you're a corporal, so you're a staff corporal at that. So you would be the next high ranking in your squad. What would you in your fire team? Sorry, what would you do from there on?
Well,
You'd,
well, in that case, I would most likely get the team hell out of there. So it's like, yeah.
okay. So you have 2 injured. You have 3 people that are able to walk. You're inside of a building. What do you do?
Well, it obviously depends on the situation in that sort of.
Okay.
thing.
There's enemy all around you. You're stuck inside the building. What do you do?
In enemy. It's hard to think. It's hard to think about something else than just bunkering down. You know.
Yeah, bunkering down. That's the first answer I want to hear. But you make sure that the people that are able or have their eyes, the people that, if the injured can heal themselves, right? Because an injured can apply a tourniquet on their own. They'll just have to have someone double check it, right? But they can start applying it on their own. Same with bandages, right? For a tourniquet, the basic rule is you can apply it yourself, but you'll have someone else tighten it because you will never be able to tighten it to the proper thing. But you can still apply it. But
that's why we
that
have
is what I want to hear.
That's why we have medics, for example, as well.
Yeah, but if you don't, what if they die? You know, I'm here to call to you,
yeah.
to your basic skills. I'll ask you a question. Everybody in your team is dead. You're the sole fucking person in your fire team. What do? You're alone on the battlefield. You're within a forest, and the nearest camp is a good 15-minute walk away.
First of all, my question is, are we taking direct fire? Or are we in a firefight?
No, not at the moment. I mean, everybody died. The current fire stopped because, well, you know, you're just hunkering down right now in the little bush you're staying at. But the enemy could be coming closer. You'd never know. What do you do?
Well, number one, while I still have time, I'm contacting my, I'm getting on the radio with my squad lead or platoon leader or whatever goes up the chain, whoever answers, and calling for support, notifying them of the situation, and then I would try to use concealment and.
The first thing you do is you give the information of what is lost and who's capable of fighting. In this case, you say everybody except myself, MIA, KIA.
That's what I meant by
you just
my
say-
situation.
Good.
Like I'm
good,
alone,
good.
no one else is
Well,
here.
Good. I just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay. Next thing, yeah, concealment, whatever. Is there another option that you're not considering that maybe you think could work?
Engaging is not an option whatsoever.
Good,
You're by yourself.
good.
You're a risk. You're gonna get killed.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. Perfect. So
When
what's
you
the
get
other
suppressed, you're gonna
option
get flanked.
if the enemy finds you?
Well, I personally would not go down without a bang, but you would. But if you get a chance to, I would honestly try to pop smoke and break contact whenever I can, however many times that I can.
Okay, I don't want to teach my soldiers. No, your first goal is to call as much information as you can down the radio. As soon as the enemy starts cornering you, surrendering is your best survival option. If the enemy is a conventional army, if they're not a conventional army, the other option is more viable. Know that I will never teach you to suicide on your last mission. If you can survive, I would prefer having you in a prisoner camp than having you dead on the battlefield. But that is up to your personal opinion. Now, your situation is, you are in your BTR, in your IFV, infantry 4-5 vehicle, okay? Everybody is dead. The vehicle just got hit, and you are somewhat injured. You realize that it's just surface level, as when you wipe the bleeding off of the wound, it doesn't bleed more than that. What do you do?
Alright, well, first I'm gonna assess whether the, IFV is even operational, whether it's gonna blow up in 5 minutes, or if it's, just got a
Sure.
glancing blow.
Mm-hmm. It's just the blow that killed everyone and that made the IFV somewhat inoperable because, well, the body of the driver is lying on his seat, and, well, you'd have to take it out first and make sure that, you yourself are not gonna get shot at while doing so.
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Well, if the only problem is the driver being dead, I fucking throw him out of there and, assess the situation, see if we're still under fire, and just try and fucking drive the IFV the hell back.
Okay, the IFV does not respond. What's your next option? If it does respond, I'll go
Alright.
over it after.
Yeah. going to call into Hotel Quebec, say the IFV is inoperable, all my squad mates are dead. I'm going to. Well, how far away is.
Wrong. Why Hotel Quebec?
Oh, yeah, platoon lead or.
The next
Yeah,
highest in
whatever
command.
else.
But yeah, I just went down the line so that you guys remember that we have
I
a
mean,
whole
I would
structure.
assume they're
And you
fucking
need
dead if
to.
the IFV's gone.
The IV's gone, only your SL is dead. The SL that was in charge of the IV is dead, but there still is a PL that is overseeing, normally should be overseeing squads, and including the squad in the IV. Because the IV
Yeah,
only
yeah,
squad as a
so-
squad. So, you know.
PL wasn't in the IFV. All right.
Good. Yeah, you let them know IV's down, whatever, and then IV's down, you can't move, you.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to hide.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear, because some people might, the first reflex might be, oh, I get out of the IFV and whatever, only if the IV is, you know, ready to explode.
it's like
Usually that
Fury.
is when there's a fire. There's a fire, there's a smoke, there's a whatever, it smells like oil, you get the fuck out. If it doesn't, that just means that it got pierced, everybody's dead due to shrapnel pressure or whatnot, but the vehicle's not actually at risk of exploding, so it's still somewhat useful as cover. Okay, especially if the vehicle is out and not moving anymore, that's your chance to hide in it because the enemy won't shoot at it if it's not moving anymore, not showing signs of being alive. Okay, that's what you need to keep in mind. What else do you do? Do you keep silent? Do you hunker down and wait for reinforcements, whatever, whatnot?
Well, if the platoon lead tells me that they're going to send people my way, I'm going to, probably use the periscope or some shit to keep an eye out for them.
Good. Yeah. You keep you are the eyes and ears on that specific spot. If you are able to call in still radio stuff in, that is like, pertinent, like you say, okay, I'm seeing this vehicle, I'm seeing enemy here. When it's just hearsay, you don't say anything because hearsay, they also hearsay it. So if it's hearsay, if you're not sure, whatever, you need to give them crucial information that you think they don't have. Otherwise, yes, if the IV is still functional, do you drive it alone? You're the only operating member. Everybody else is either dead or unconscious. What do you do?
Well, how far away is the nearest source of safety in the area?
I mean, there's cover, but besides that, the base is minutes drive
Alright,
away.
Bases.
Base is 15, 14 minutes away.
Drive, like, okay, 15, 14 minutes in an IFV, probably not.
No, that would be, I'm going to tell you straight up, that's a no, because but you can put the vehicle into relative safety where you can start thinking about extracting the unconscious members and whatever. If you're sure that the IFV is movable to the point where it's at least not, in front of the threat that took care of it, and you can maybe use the AT that's inside of it to take care of the vehicle, basically reposition the vehicle to be in better cover, do that. If not, then abandon the vehicle or hide inside of it. There are no other options where you will get to drive this alone. If a vehicle has lost all the crew members, you won't. But basically what I'm just teaching you guys today is to be able to, in a situation where it seems like you're useless, and you should start thinking about putting a bullet through your jaw, you might start to be useful, or you might have options to still be useful on the battlefield. Especially if you're low rank and you're the only, high ranking here. If it's only enlisted, you still need to have some guts in you. Is that clear? I wish I could
Understood.
bring more to this training, but we have a lack of people. If you want to come to the 9 p.m. slot later, you will still be able to, because we will not be doing
I'll be
the
there.
same map. We will be doing the same exercises with larger scale, I hope.
I will probably just be sleeping on that.
No, I'm just saying for those who want to.
Yeah.
Don't worry. All right. Everybody else, you're hereby officially dismissed. Thank you very much for attending the training, Oxford.
Axel.
Axwell.
Maxwell.
Ooh, it's hard improvising with the lack of personnel, because I wish we at least had